So we're in the South Bronx. You got to say the South part. And I've always been a fan of the South Bronx. It's like in America where Trump, oh, sir, you do so well in the South. Well, in the South Bronx, it's sort of the part of the Bronx where I'm most popular, other than like maybe Throgs Neck, where if you don't look like Sebastian Maniscalco, they'll probably shoot you in the face. But the point is, I've always enjoyed the Bronx. Okay, it's full of Puerto Rican Mexicans who have always been the one group of Mexicans that I've sort of liked. You know, it was almost like they were American. They were so close to us, and I always respected them. You know, I've had my problems with the Mexicans, but the Puerto Rican Mexicans are actually, some of our best, to be honest. And there's a lot of them in the Bronx. But the point is, I have great relationships with the people in the El People, as we call them, in the Bronx. And I used to have meetings all the time at a place called Sin City, which was a wonderful place. And as a Christian who never goes to church, I always liked it. I always said, let's go to Sin City. Let's see what's going on. It's happy hour. And even though I didn't drink, as a Christian who's never been to church, I would be very hands-on with the people there trying to figure out what was going on, what the hell is going on at Sin City in the Bronx. And it was a beautiful place until woke prosecutors sort of broke up and ruined the whole thing. But the point is, we're very happy to be in the Bronx. Tiffany, when she was growing up, she sometimes struggled for dates in the whiter parts of New York City, so she would go to the South Bronx sometime to try and get attention. And we've always respected that and loved the outpouring that she would receive there. It was very generous because we see her, we know what she looks like, and there were still, the Puerto Rican Mexicans and even some of the Dominican Mexicans, they would catcall, and I thought that was very generous. So we've always said thank you to that beautiful generosity, the spirit of the South Bronx people. But obviously we have to talk about the Yankees because you know how much the Yankees love me and how many fans and friends, it's called friends, that I have in the Yankees organization. None better than Marinara Roberto, the closer. They called him the closer because he would come into that Motley Crue music and he would shut the door so fast your head would spin. Teams, they'd be like, no, no, no. And as somebody who's closed a lot of deals, Molinari, Rancero, he calls me the closer, which, how about that for respect? He calls me the closer because I've had I do on deals. And then, remember they made a show about Montero Ribiera called The Closer on TNT. This is when we saw TV getting woke, or as you people would call it, El Woco. We went loco with Woco. How about that? That's called Spanish. And they made a show called The Closer, and I said, well, I'm great friends with Monstero Ralboso, and it was with Kevin Bacon's wife. What the hell is it? This is when we, excuse me, shut up, shut up-o. This is when we went woke. We had a strong man, okay, and a person of color. So you'd think the left would like that, but he was a man. No, he can't be a man. Mariano Rivera, one of the greats, maybe the greatest. And they make a show about him called The Closer, and it has Kelly Sedgwick, wife of Kevin Bacon, a very well-known woke couple. And I thought, we're going to hell. And that's sort of when I decided I wanted to be president, because I said, this is the start. El starto, el beginningo, as we would say in Spanglish. And we have to fight it. And I know the South Bronx, from all the ways you catcalled Tiffany and also my current third wife, Melanoma, I know that you guys aren't into wokeness and political correctness, so we're going to make South Bronx aggressively catcall again. How about that? Are you with me? Let's do this. Let's commenzo the campaigno in El South Bronxico, and we're going to win. Bye-bye.